Welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy III for the Nintendo Famicom. Last episode, we just unlocked the final two jobs, the Ninja and the Sage, and now we're gonna put them to use. Actually see them in battle. So we're gonna come back and grab two swords that we skipped, the Ragnarok and the Excalibur. We didn't grab these ones because they are knight swords that only the regular knight can use, so Dark Knight wouldn't be able to use them. So now we're gonna grab them, and the ninja can use every single weapon, so we'll be able to put these to use. So, got another guardian here. He's kind of like the Scala Guardian from the last episode, where he just basically casts magic. He can cast a flare spell, but his more dangerous spell is that quake spell because it hits everybody. So, you can use your sages there to use their Kiraja spell to heal everybody up, or you can just have them keep like summoning a Bahamut, because this guy should go down pretty much in 2 rounds if you you know, going all out offensively. So like I said, once we take care of him, we'll get the Ragnarok sword, which is the highest attack power in the game. That can be equipped normally, not the Onion swords that are only equipped by the Onion Knights. The Ragnarok has a power of 200. The other ultimate weapons, the Mazamune, the Moonring Blade, and the Excalibur, they have a power of 160. So we'll end up giving like one of the Knight swords and then one of the like the Dark Knight swords to the each character. These swords sometimes also give some bonuses, some bonus stats. So that'll help your characters out a little bit better too. We're just gonna buy sell as much stuff as we can here. Sell that last sword, in hopes to buy as many shurikens as we can. Shurikens are stronger than the ultimate weapons, but the thing with shurikens is they're only like a 1 use. So basically, you equip them in battle. And then you throw them in battle, and then the weapon's used. So it does a lot of damage, but like I said, you can only use it really once. So they'll be saved for the final bosses in the game. We're gonna heal ourselves up here, and then we're going to head on out. So we can't use the teleport spell, so we're just gonna have to hoof it out. But that's okay because we have to stop by and grab the Excalibur sword. We skipped it on this floor. When we got to this floor, we took a left and kind of went over these hidden bridges, but there was a passageway over to the right that we skipped. And like I said, I skipped that because there was no reason to go for that sword because no one would be able to equip it. So, but now that we'll be able to give our other ninja that sword, we're gonna head over here and get the last of the sealed weapons. There it is, Excalibur, like the Sword in the Stone stuff there. Although, Excalibur actually wasn't in the Sword in the Stone, it was given to King Arthur by the Lady in the Lake. There's a different sword that he pulled from the stone, but doesn't matter. Everyone attributes Excalibur, and the King Arthur made it from the Sword in the Stone, so it's all in the same myth family there. So we got a general here. He hits hard, but other than that, nothing too special about him. So if we've taken out the Scalia and the Guardian, this guy's much easier. So, and we already encountered all the enemies here, so it'll be a quick walk out. Not necessarily quick in terms of game time, but watching me replay it, since all these random encounters are going to be cut out. So we're also going to head back. We saved 1 Gishel Green. And the reason I did that is because we're going to be heading back this episode back to the Invincible, and we're going to pull out all those elixirs and the 1 shuriken we have left in the Fat Chocobo. We could have done that earlier, but we get a little bit more experience by going back through the ancient maze, and it helps us build up some job levels for these for our new characters. So every 32 job levels helps give us the magic multiplier for Tangeweenie and Baby Moo, And I think it's every 16 gives a bonus for the melee classes, gives +1 to their accuracy. So getting a little bit of job levels will help a little bit with our characters. So I'm going to switch things around a little bit here. Get their attacks more balanced. So they'll have a Knight Sword in their right hand, and then Dark Knight Sword, Samurai type sword in their left. You could have bought Crystal Armor. That would give a little bit more defense to your second ninja, but we're going to get some Crystal Armor as you head up the Circus Tower. So I didn't want to waste my money on that, rather spend it on some extra shurikens. So, but on our stages, we'll also get some more equipment for like our stages and stuff in the Dark World. We'll get some better helmets. We'll get more of those ribbons. There's actually 5 ribbons in this game, so we actually get an extra ribbon. Unlike Final Fantasy 1, where you had 4 characters but only got 3 ribbons, so I guess the spare ribbon from Final Fantasy 1 made it into Final Fantasy 3 where we can't use it. So, Final Fantasy Legend 3, you end up in the... You finish the game with 5 characters, you only get 4 ribbons, so it's like... It seems like the thing is they're either giving you 1 too few ribbons or 1 too many ribbons. Between Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 3, and Final Fantasy Legend 3. Some other games you can farm ribbons. So, I know in Final Fantasy 4 you can farm ribbons. But ribbons usually is the best headgear because it prevents status ailments. But against some of the final bosses who don't have status ailment attacks, the Crystal Helm's a little bit better because it has higher defense. They have a good mixture of bosses at the end. Some are magical, some are strict attackers, some are, like a hybrid, like Red Mage, where they can attack and use magic. And speaking of magic, we end up getting into a nice encounter here with those block enemies. And we're going to keep this one in because they ambushed us, and the one decides to summon the Doga clone. And like I said, that's the only way that the Doga clone will appear, is being summoned. Basically has 1/3 of the hit points of the regular Doga. Has a nasty Quake spell. But unlike the Une clone, they actually let this one give you some decent experience. Yeah, the Une clone basically gave like no experience and very little gil. So I don't know if that was just a mistake on their part, they coded something wrong, or they didn't want you to get a lot of experience, kind of like splitting enemies don't give you a lot of experience, but for some reason they let the Doga clone give a lot of experience, so. But hey, we're not complaining. Every level, every job level helps. So, speaking of job levels, ninjas, they get 8 points for fighting and defending, and 4 points for using an item. Sages get 12 points toward a job by using magic, and 4 points for using the fight or item command. So that's how we build up their job levels. So I'm just gonna head out here. Just like I said, we're gonna head back to the Invincible. Any money that we make is going to be used then in the Invincible to just kind of max out on high potions. Now I'm not going to max totally out on high potions because some enemies drop high potions, and I don't want to have my inventory potentially corrupted if I have 99 high potions, an enemy drops a high potion and then it corrupts something inside the game. I mentioned how that if you know what gets corrupted when something overflows, you can manipulate it to your advantage. That's what speedrunners do to like glitch out jobs and glitch items in the inventory that they shouldn't have to basically beat the game in record time. But like I show off that glitch, in the bonus episode. I'll also be showing off the fully equipped Onion Knights and a level 99 maxed out party for the bonus episode, which should be out probably by the end of the week. Yeah, not much longer in this to go. We're almost done, and then it'll be on to Dragon Warrior 1, which is a very grindy game, unlike this game, which really wasn't that grindy. We had like that one time where we stopped to grind a little bit, mainly just for enemies. We weren't really grinding for experience. It was just to find enemies to fill the bestiary. In the remake, the 3DS remake, I know that's more grindy because leveling each of the jobs up to level 99 job level gets you special items. So if you want to get like 100% in that game, you're gonna have to grind all the job levels up to level 99 to get all the equipment. So like each one comes with something special. Like the sage might have a staff, the Viking has like a hammer, the warrior has a sword or something. But we don't have to do that here, so we do want to take out the rest of our gear from that fat chocobo. He served us well. I wonder if it's the same one everywhere, because you give them his, like, I guess the thing is he stores the food and the items in his stomach. So, like, if you give it to one in one forest, but you wouldn't be able to get it from another one. Because it'd be a different, so, I don't know, maybe just teleports everywhere. So, he's magical. I don't know if Final Fantasy IV, the dwarfs call him, like, the sacred bird. So maybe he's, like, sacred like that. He's very magical and he can teleport. Kind of like a god. So, I think we have, we can afford 26 high potions, so grab 24 of them. So, we'll be using them high potions, of course, as we head up the tower to do our healing. And then the elixirs are basically going to serve as the portable inns, basically, for our sages. So we'll also use our, our items, too, to just cut back on the magic uses. Because once you run out of magic, that's when you pop an elixir to restore those charges. This is the tentative class that most people tend to use. 2 ninjas, 2 sages. The game actually almost sets you up to do that. So, but we give you just enough gear to outfit 2 ninjas properly and gear to outfit 2 sages properly. So, because these, like I said, are the ultimate classes, the sages combined all the best attributes of all the spellcasters, and the ninjas, the best attributes of all the melee characters. Can use all the weapons, and although why you'd want to use any weapons other than the ultimate weapons, unless you're like trying to challenge yourself. But so, yep. Now we're just going to finish our way through this ancient maze. We still have a long way to go up that circus tower. It's I'm gonna make our save outside of it, but it's a 2-part dungeon. You have to go all the way up the tower, and then there's the dark world beyond. Where the cloud of darkness is. That's apparently where Zandy's trying to get to. So, first we're gonna have to encounter Zandy in that in the circus tower. So, yep, gotta put a stop to his evil. And of course, I guess we'll learn more why he, decided to head down this path as opposed to Doga and Une, the other 2 apprentices of Noah. Who kind of stayed good. But we'll learn all of that and see the rest of the circus tower in our next episode. So come back, see you then. Thanks for following along. Bye.